So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Milan.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Rummenigge.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's there to belt it away. Milan have it back and can go again. That's an imaginative pass. That ball looks a good one. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aubameyang looking to penetrate opposition lines. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. That is ended up in no man's land. And that is as far as they're going to go. Cannavaro.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Now it's Bale. Fletcher did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. David Villa. Ah, that's a fine interception. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. He's in a great position here. And it's Jorginho. There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Drilled in low. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Bale. Bale. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's worked it through. Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Now, can they get it back? Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? Rummenigge! Goal! Milan! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Milan have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into space out wide. And the shot! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Now it's Aubameyang. And here's Bale. Cruyff. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's another good win of the ball. Opts for safety. Nesta. Caceres. Veron. And it's Veron. And it's half-time here. Reflections on the first half?
Arsenal really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Designated areas within these grounds. Substitution for Arsenal, number 97.
Here's the start of the second half.
Coming on to replace him is...
Well, I think they have to be positive.
Great chance! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
A case now of complete control. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ambitious ball here. That's good vision. And Shevchenko! Oh, didn't catch it right. No way through there. David Villa aims beyond the defence. Caceres gets into some space. Caceres made a search from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Arsenal do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Abiati. Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
60 minutes played. David Villa, who's set up one goal so far. Real chance! He's scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Looking to play him in. Shot could be on. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Shevchenko. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rijkaard. And Jorginho. And it's Fletcher. Mateus tries to pass it through. Yeah.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Played into space. Spread neatly. Bale. He has found the way through. Delivered across. Abiati deals with that nice and simple. No, that's been intercepted. Belletti. Adriano. Now, can they get him away? That has been cut short. Oh, well played, well played. Adriano! It's there! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Arsenal playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Deflected behind for a corner kick.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
It's anyone's ball now. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, important interception. And it's Hullet. Rijkaard. Just 5 minutes remaining now. It's a searching pass. Oh, super find. And he was alert to it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And this is Bale. Crosses it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hullet.
2 added minutes
Belletti.
has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. A decent chance! Lacking in accuracy. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the referee brings it to a close. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Mateus. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Hullet. And he's running through. Oh, good claim by the keeper. He's certainly earned his keep there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. No way through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Yamal. Mateus. Yamal. Well-timed, excellent interception. Nedved. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Turns back here, probably the best option. Platini. Now it's Hullet. Big chance! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's forced to go back. Yamal.
Johor Darul Tazim are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Oh, easy pickings there. Gattuso. Now it's Hullet. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Italy look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And it's Michel Platini. Nedved. It's Hullet. Oh, that's superb. Oh, well played. That's a decent clearance. Adriano, tidy with his distribution. Looking to play him in. Nedved. Bale. No way through there. Platini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. That looks a decent ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's having a go! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Yamal. Knocks it out wide. Costa Curta. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That's been slipped through. And he's in on goal. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Has another go! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Right place, right time, and a fine, instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Italy are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them.
Chance for a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Platini really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Adriano stood up well to him there. Platini.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Bale. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Piqué spots it and intercepts. And the first 45 minutes are up. So your views on the first half?
Johor Darul Tazim really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Adriano actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Johor Darul Tazim with the corner, there first. And it's hoisted clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Searching pass he's played there. Pass is just off target. Bale tries to pass it through. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Adriano. Bale. He's found a way through. Pepe can get it clear. And they're quick to get it back. And Mateus. And he was alert to it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Nedved. Sergi, Konate, Platini, and it's Gattuso. Italy looking to pass their way through, and this is Nedved, and it's Gattuso. Adriano, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Yamal.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 4.
So, time for changes
Lascia il campo
on
per
both sides, actually.
Numero 20. Attenzione, un cambio.
Cruyff, looking for the run. Good read, needed to be. Johor Darul Tazim still have the cards to affect this game. Bale, Gullit. Czech gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. That has been cut short. Yamal, and it's Cruyff. Oh, that's a clever-looking chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Gattuso. Italy finding their passes. It's Cruyff. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Rijkaard. Maldini. Aims beyond the defence. It's a good look. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Pinches it off him. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He's through here. Decent chance! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Gullit. Played out to the left flank, and it's Maldini. Bale in acres of space out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically...
Up he goes! He scores! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Gullit. Luis Suarez.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Konate, and it's Sergi. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
It's looking good from here. It simply has to remain error-free now.
It's Sergi. Platini. Pepe. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Johor Darul Tazim can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So we're up and running.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Messi gets into a good position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Isco. He's a sharp little ball here. Pings it across. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Bale! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Johor Darul Ta'zim are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. No foul, says the referee. Serginho. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Jordan Henderson gives no quarter whatsoever. Knocks it into space, and it's Serginho.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nice physical challenge. And he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. There's a quick free kick. Threads one in. Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Ruben Dias cuts it out. Isco is the team's great visionary. Vieira. Platini. That's a good ball out wide. Rummenigge. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Belletti. Can he get onto this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not the most accurate pass. Belletti. And it's Rijkaard. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That looks a cracking ball. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He is just caressing the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Goes for a shot! Saka finds himself offside. Now, can they get him away? Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira. Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. It's Belletti.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, that pass isn't the best. Vieira, he steps in, and that's the end of that. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Rijkaard. Messi. And it's Belletti. That has been slung wide. And it's Mendes.
There will be
Engages
1 minute
and
added
forces
time.
him off the ball. Rummenigge. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Backward it goes. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vieira. And it's Michel Platini. That has not gone well. And the shot's on here. Bale looking to add to his goal. Jordan Henderson. Nuno Mendes is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. For Jordan Henderson. Rummenigge did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Vieira unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 11, Serginho. Number 10, Isco.
I'd be disappointed with that.
Coming on the field.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Aubameyang. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Jordan Henderson, he is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Played into space out wide. Piqué with the clearance. Platini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to and the shot! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Johor Darul Tazim grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Can he get it through? Look at the space here! Cannavaro can get it clear. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out. This will probably be a big far post.
Glittering Bale! A finish of true class! And they get themselves in front! That was beautiful, with something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Number 23.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Gareth Bale.
Succumbs to the pressure. Looking for a runner. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chance for a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a smartly directed ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, easy pickings there. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Johor Darul Tazim must do something here and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Raul is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, terrible pass. Saka aims beyond the defence.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Raul. Xavi Alonso. Saka is looking to influence the game from out wide. Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Maldini gets it clear.
There will be 3 minutes
Pretty loose
added
pass.
time.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Cruyff. And that will be the final act. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Johor Darul Tazim lost their way after falling behind early. They're concentrating.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well.
Ah, he's given it away. And it's come back to the keeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Knocks it into space. Bale looking for options for movement. That's right. And he shoots! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
He rises! That's another chance! And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Al Hilal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he cuts out the supply. Good running, strong and purposeful. That has been cut short. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And this is Griezmann. Hangs in a cross. That's well blocked and back out it comes. And he's quick to get it clear again. Neymar gets into some space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Cannavaro. Maldini. Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. To Maldini. Adriano. Can he get it through? Bale in acres of space out wide. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Now it's Olise. Neymar. Khan claims comfortably.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Eder Militao. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Bale tries to pass it through. Played back in. Now this could be it. It's Adriano! Adriano made a good run there. Rijkaard. And it's Bale. Tries to dink it through. Vitinha. Vitinha running with the ball. Now it's Lewandowski.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Shot, surely! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Griezmann. And that's a dangerous ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Griezmann. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! Al Hilal back on level terms. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Al Hilal grabs Latini! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again the keeper stands strong. Arsenal have their second corner now. Abiati gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Al Hilal have the chance to go the other way. Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Platini crosses it in. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Strokes it back. Over to the left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
And now the breakaway. He'd have done well to reach that.
Added time.
Nuno Mendes. And it's Neymar. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played out to the left flank, back into the middle, and he's in and the shot! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, super ball! Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Al Hilal get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity.
He's had a shot! Loose and again! So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Vitinha. Olise has it out wide and in space.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Mendes just loves to go forward whenever he can. That has been slung wide. Plays it across. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Pele. He's a sharp little ball here.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Al Hilal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
And this is Adriano. Tries to play it through. It's a goal kick.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 18.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Pele, number 9.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
Number 19.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Coming on the field, number
Yamal, skip. Real chance! Sticks it away! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
This is quite a battle.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Cruyff.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now this could be a chance. Oh, there's the clearance. Foot in. And here's Neymar. Wriggles his way through. Nuno Mendes tries a cross.
Well, Peter, he has to get his head up and gauge the landscape. Had he done so, he would have seen a barren plain.
Substitution in progress.
Al Hilal have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Now it's Cruyff. Looking to play him in. Now there's a find. Tries a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Now that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
But it's Cruyff. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that was vital.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Yes, ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Olise is in a really good position out wide. Rummenigge, oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped
And
it.
time is up. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
I think we'll be seeing a lot of Jordi Alba on the ball today, Peter. He'll be trying to link up the play both out wide and centrally. He really is such an integral part of this team.
Yeah, of course he is, and he'll be putting in a few teasing crosses as well, I imagine.
Yeah, and he's an extraordinary player, easily one of the best in his position.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Maldini. It's Hullet. Adriano. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Nakata. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Not the most convincing of passes. Bale. He is just caressing the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Can he latch on to this? Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Adriano. And it's Hullet. Cafu. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Pelé. Tries a shot! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Well, it's Batistuta. Piqué kept his eye on it, and he's there. No goals as yet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Bale. Bale tries making a foray down the right. And here's Guardiola. Shoots! It's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Steaming on goalwards. Marquinhos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cross needs to be good. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Spread it left. Oh, that's fabulous. That is a brilliant interception. And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pele. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. "15 minutes till half-time. Rijkaard. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's picked it up out wide. He's got away. Crosses it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cafu did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Nakata. Now it's Bale. And the through ball. He's found a way through. It's a mighty effort. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Defending was strong and firm.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Bale. Oh, it's Batistuta. He's played it back.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cafu. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Jordi Alba. Nakata! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Nakata really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Maldini.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Gullit. Oh, nice touch. And the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And we come to you now with a quick
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're off again.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Guardiola. And here's Batistuta. Little pass back. Costa Curta. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Jordi Alba. Ball's gone out of play. Rijkaard. Bale. Guardiola. Bale, very much a man of this moment. Can he get it through? Thinks about the shot. Nicely spread. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. And this is Gullit. Real chance! Arsenal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Some good work on the right flank here. Guardiola, who does have an assist to his name. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, well played, well played. Danger averted for now. Aimed beyond the defence. Tele has cut it out.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Arsenal are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Cleared without complication. Bale. Cafu. And it's Bale. Stood up well to him there. And it's Marquinhos. Costa Curta. Jordi Alba going full steam ahead down the left flank. Can he get on the end of this? He's had a shot! It's it!